You working on what?
Just when they're setting it up there, I'll try and take this chance to maybe show you um, the league tables if you can see them. So I'll just take that down, and you can see the league tables. Hopefully, that's Division 3, Division 2, 300 bar top on that. Premier Division, or Division 1, sorry. McGuigan's are top on that, followed by Burrs. And the Premier Division, CWCA, 8 points, different strokes, 6 points. So we're about to break off here, so I'll just go back to this game here. No, actually, they're not. So, um, what else can I show you? Fixtures. So, this is your fixtures for tomorrow night. If you just want to take a look there, Boundbridge playing Ballyholland, CWCA against White Cross, TJSA versus Darren's Bar, Quarter Bar versus Different Strokes. Division 1, Hustlers versus Orchard. Number 7, Duke Street versus Windmills. Simpman NAA versus McGuigan. CWC Star, Grandview. And Burners versus Nans Rams. I'm going to go back to this game here now. And we're going now with Shane McAllister breaking off. Obviously, Shane's in trouble here with these reds, I think, unless he can break these two up over the left-hand side. Oh, great shot, brilliant shot. Just needs to follow on through on this one, I think, leave himself a wee bit of an angle, or else he can take the one into the middle first. If it goes, the one in the red into the middle first. The red does go easy into the middle, but it's up to him. I can't talk too loud as I'm very close to the table. Somebody could let me know whether you can hear me or not. I think actually it would have been a better idea for Shane to take the one into the middle first, because he has to now. It would have had that out of the way. He's of no benefit now. They're going to have a hard enough slice. Downs are 1-0 up at this stage. That's a great shot. A great shot. But had maybe Shane taken the one into the middle first, if Shane had it taken the one into the middle first, I think. And there's Jack Courtney. I think if that was Jack Courtney or Dak McMahon, definitely uh, Daggy. I think Daggy would have been taking that one in the middle before this. But look, he's still okay. It can go in off the yellow as well anyway. So that's a brilliant shot. But Shane's a fantastic player. That first game could have went anyway, but it looks Stan's going to be 2-0 up here. Thank you, Jim. That's 2-0, guys. 2-0 to Dan's. Was a wee bit of an issue there before the game started, and that was the guys wanted to play a player in two individual games, but of course in the cup you can't do that. It's one individual game and one pairs game. So just try to remember that, guys. So that second game then went to Shane McAllister, and the third game we're coming up to now will be Seamus McVary versus Jamie Lavelle. So again, let me just flick back here if I can while they're messing about with them balls and just take a look at the fixtures for tomorrow night. So I'll make that full screen. So I don't know how hard it is for you to see, or what you're on if you're on the phone. But again, there's your Premier Division, Division 1. I didn't call out the Division 2, which is Cavern is the Bay. Johnny Murphy's are playing INFA. Trainers Bar against Seasiders. Nifty 50s against Millvale. Bosco A against CWCB. Division 3, Downs Rebels against St. Meninabe. Indo versus TJSB. INFB versus Bosco B. And Glen and Port Bar. The only other thing that will be coming up will be the Vegas Cup, and that'll be played on the 12th of November then. And you can see them there. Simpson in the A will play Burge, Windmill will play TJ's A, Ballyholland will play Dance Bar, McGuigan's will play Cavern, number 7 will play CWCB, Nifty 50s will play Orchard A, Banbridge will play a CWCA, and Different Strokes will play Seasiders. That's the 12th of the 11th. And the tables themselves, I need to just go back to this game now, just because it's just broke off with Jamie Lavelle. So let me remove him and put it on. So Jamie Lavelle has just broke off. Yes, Kieran, this potentially could be a great game. Two yellows have went down, and Jamie's chose yellows. The yellow here, I think, is very tight. But of course, there's a yellow here to the left-hand side. Yellow to the left pocket, and the top yellow also goes to the right-hand pocket. So he still has options there. He's just concerned about that's a great shot, and what a brilliant break up of that ball. Fantastic shot there from Jimmy Lavelle. A bit unlucky too. Now the red still stopped him from playing to the bottom pocket. Oh, I think Jimmy's put off a wee bit by this yellow on the right hand side. It won't go past the red, I don't believe. So, great shot there. Shame he's looking at the red against the real beside the black, but it does go in off the black. It doesn't go in clean, but it goes in off the black. Wee bit of a conversation passed there between Shamey and Jamie. Shamey was annoyed himself for missing, but Jamie told him, "You're all right, we landed," because he left him Jamie a hard enough shot. So this yellow over the bottom left-hand corner is going to cause Shamey a wee bit of a problem. But he's just looking to get a pot in here to get the thing going. The red he's looking at does pot to the top pocket, but you have to say if he misses it, Jamie Ravel is in a strong position. I imagine it's shame he would just roll this up to the pocket in case he does miss it. Yes, that's exactly what he done. But did he leave him a gap? I can tell you he did leave him a gap. That's a great putt. I have to say that Jamie deserved this game. He played fantastic from the start, and Jamie keeps quarterboard in it. I'll put up the fourth game here, which will be the pairs game. So, of course, Jamie's a very good player, and it's just the balls, but Jamie played it really well. So, score. So that's one yellow away. Up to James Toner here. Can they pull this back to two each? There's just one difficult yellow in the top right hand corner. He tried to move it. He just went too far. There is a yellow down the bottom corner here, which I suspect Jimmy will end up taking. He's not looking at it yet, but I imagine he'll want to keep this going. The one in the middle doesn't go from there, so he's gonna have to. He's gonna end up taking the one in the bottom right hand, and now he's looking at it. Bit of a bridging problem here, but he should be okay. Oh dear. And I think that's trouble. Difficult to bridge over there for James, but I think he can catch the edge of this ball, but it's not really to benefit to him. If he would have landed out there, he could have took the ball to the bottom left-hand corner. The red goes clearly. Obviously, the boys feel the yellow. I think that's a good shot from now. There's very little options, and they're probably hoping that James takes the yellow out of the way of the red, because that's their last red that's really tied up. It might be wiser for him to go for a different ball, but I suppose he doesn't want to give away two shots. But I think now, and Shane worked it out, and they're hoping for him to go. I think he's going for the one in the top left-hand corner, which would be wiser. That was a good shot. In fact, it worked out brilliantly for him. It was a great shot. So obviously we've got the two yellows at the top with a red in between it, but I thought it would have been wiser for Shane and now the last time to sort of go for it. Now they find themselves in trouble here. Of course, they may be looking here at a shot where they put the red in the middle and screw back and knock the yellow in as well. No. They're going to try and force Jamie's hand here to go for it. But I think they're actually giving him a chance here. Just confirming the yellow's off the cushion. It's a great shot. I can tell you whatever way the next shot is, Niall and Shane are in trouble. It was actually a great shot, but you'd have to say that James seemed to be looking at the wrong angle here. Now what happened? I think James looked at completely the wrong angle there. Any of you are welcome to jump in here. If you want to send me a WhatsApp, I can send you a link and I can take you in on the phone in the middle of, in between games, or you can just make a comment. Whatever you want to do. Uh, You can see the thinking behind that shot there, but I don't think he was looking for that outcome. I'd like to hear somebody's opinion now on what you do in this situation. Shane McAllister. I don't know, but you know, he's going to have to try and hit it. I think that was a very good shot. They're calling two shots. Said it was hitting the red. I think Jamie called it himself, so the boys are still in trouble because they've got two reds to deal with here. They can clear one pocket. Is this the opportunity now to play off the yellows and screw down to the very bottom? I think that's what Daggy McMahon will be doing, playing off the two yellows at the top and screwing the ball right down to the other yellow. But, you know, if they knock the red in off the yellow, they've got a red over, but they've got a red at the top of the table. So what do they do here? They would have been screwing off the two yellows. So they decided to leave this red over the bottom. They still have a red at the top that doesn't pop because it's blocked by two yellows. So I don't think they actually made their position any better there. So Shane's obviously going to take this ball, probably take the red then beside the black and leave the ball tight against the black. No, he's going putting top on it. So just trying to hang in there, trying to do a Chinese snooker. I thought that's pretty risky. I can tell you, did he get it? No, I think it's a Chinese snooker, Jimmy. But you know, it does cross. Like there's nothing blocking the cross to the top. She ain't got the Chinese snooker, but there is a straight path here, a wee bit left hand side maybe. And he's got it. Oh my god. How did the ball stay out? Now Niall has a chance to finish this with the black sitting where it is. Surely Niall's going to go for this red along the rail. This is a vital game since Dance is 2-1 in front. That was a bad miss there. The only saving grace the boys have is this black. Jamie's looking there to see will the black slip past the red, and I think it might just do that, you know. Does Jamie hit the yellow onto the yellow and leave James Toner, who's missed a few shots, or does he just take the top yellow? He's taking the top yellow. Want to put pressure on James Toner to wherever it lands. Now, can James hold this and give a straight shot for the black? That's the key. It is a perfect position. Yellow to the top, white off the cushion, bounce back out again, straight on the black. That's a perfect shot there, yeah. So the referee said he's okay, so I can tell you if this black goes, it's pretty tight. But Jamie played a brilliant first game there in individuals. Oh, it just rattled. It was very tight. I think now that might have been the chance that they needed gone. There is a bit of work to do because of the red sitting slightly out from the black. Now it's probably considering just touching this red. It's pretty risky to leave this black on because I can tell you it can still go in off the cushion. You can hit the end of it here, but he'll not be potting it. But I would say he's going to hit it. Is he going to hit it strongly? He can hit it straight. He can actually catch the edge of it. So is the shot to hit the edge of it? Or is this shot to hit it off the cushion? Problem is hitting it off the cushion. You're leaving it safe for them as well. Very easy does it. That's the problem there. You've now left the black safe, and you've just left the game on to the mercy of the two boys. Obviously, Shane here, they need to be very careful they don't give away a foul shot. All they need to do is to move and leave this white up the table and take their only ball that potentially isn't on and leave it hanging over the pocket. Like so. If Jamie can't see that ball, would it be a wise shot to pot the red? But he can see, so he must go for the black. But he's in a total snooker. So could he pot the red in the total snooker situation? Is it a foul if he pots the red in a total snooker situation? That's a hell of a shot. A hell of a shot. He actually moved the red out and gave himself a 5% chance. There's no real excuse here now for the boys not to finish this, but depending on what way they play it. It's a straight red for now here. Just needs to stop the ball. And that's it. So it's looking more like 3-1. So you have it 3-1. Jamie DeVale and James Toner. So fans are getting ahead here. I can say it's been very tight. Jamie Lavelle got a wee sniff of a black. It wasn't easy, but he could have done it. So the next game up is the fifth game. Who have we got? Fifth game doubles Damien Kearney and James McAllister Dans versus Paul Hughes and Tommy Lavelle quarter bar. So there you can see the score at the minute. Fourth game has just ended. Niall McVary and Shane McAllister won against Jamie Lavelle and James Toner. I can tell you it's very tight. And Dan's lead 3-1. That was a big game, is right. I can hear the boys saying it was a big game, and it was. I'm here, Michael, but there's not much to be said about this game. It's straightforward enough, isn't it? You know, it is what it is, and the boys just have to finish this game. That was a great shot. Nothing to be done here by Damien Kearney. Paddy will put the score up now, but as Michael said, it's 3-1 to Dan's. A couple of tight games there. I'll just show you the games here, but I'll not show you just yet. Oh, there's a wee chance there. Damien missed that one. Just a wee chance. He has to slice this up. There's no cross and no nothing. No. Still game all over. Here's the way the games went, boys. There's a game over here too. game that's going to come up. That's game over. That's four. The game is coming up now. I don't think the cross would have went there, Kieran. I know you said it was a cross, but to be honest, yeah. But he could have maybe just watched where his white went and maybe just brought it further across the table. So go for that up the lane and then bring the white across the table just to leave that ball, but he left him straight on for it. Good point, Kieran. Only you would think of that cover the red is right. You could have just crossed it and covered the red. And they would have had to take the one at the bottom. So good point, Kieran. Good point. And if he wouldn't have covered it, he probably would have hit the red. So if he would have missed it, he made it knock the net red safe. So yeah, I think your option actually was the best option. So is this the winning game? Jimmy McVary and Jimmy McVary win this, and it's all over, boys. That's one of each now. Yellow's straight on. Only one problem yellow, if you want to call it that, but it goes to the top pocket, top right pocket, to the middle pocket. Actually, it's the only real trouble ball besides the one against the curtain, and it isn't even the one against the curtain isn't too bad. So it seems the boys are going for yellows here. So is he tempting Jimmy with the one down the lane already? I wouldn't be tempted by it because I don't know what you would take afterwards. Because if you have to screw back, it's just going to make it that wee bit more difficult. He's taking it on. He's moved forward. That wasn't the problem. The problem I had was what happens if he pots it. He's now giving Jimmy one, which I don't know where he was playing it for because I'm not 100% clear he can get the yellow to the top. Jimmy's going for the one to the top. If he gets it, a good shot. He's going to even knock the red out of the way. That's a good shot. His foul stroke knocked the red in. I have to say that Jimmy's shot to the one at the bottom, although it was a good enough pot, it left Jimmy in trouble, so it did. Now, what happens? Reds again are good enough. This red along the bottom corner or bottom cushion, if he gets it, the white's going to come up and give him options. There's one into the middle, puts a wee bit of top on it. He'll have one into the left hand side, and that's exactly what he done. He hit it very hard, mind you. Two shots, so he's okay. There's actually none of these balls that's not potable or out in the open. They're going to take the easy one when maybe they should be taking the other one to the other left hand pocket. Again, if it's called making hard work of this, that's what seems to be happening. Again, now the two McVarries have got a hell of a chance here. Red in the middle leaves a gap for the black to win off the red. Black's out in the open. So, one good pot here. Yellow into the middle, I think. He needs to just be careful he doesn't touch, that he avoids the yellow at the top, knocking it safe. The yellow clearly was in the middle. He just needs to be careful about the yellow at the top. He doesn't end up putting it against the cushion. And he done that. What? Or did he? Well, just to the no man's land. But Jimmy can do a thin slice and knock the yellow into the right hand corner. He can do a thin slice and take this one into the left hand pocket. But he won't have much control where the yellow goes or where the white goes. But I can tell you that the yellow will go off the red in the middle if he needs it. He just has to. I think the natural angle here will bring him round to the yellow into the middle. And the yellow will go into off the red in the middle. A bespoke way of doing it there, but same result. The yellow goes in off the middle with no danger at all. He can put a bit of power in here, but again, shame he's looking at the angle because his white is going to touch against the red. So will he play it into the middle, knock the red safe over the middle pocket, let the white touch the red and knock it safe against the cushion, and hope that Jimmy can do a slice to the top red with two of the reds knocked safe. I'm surprised at that. Again, these balls are all on. Simple pot here, not too hard, and the white doesn't go in off the middle. Just make sure it doesn't go in off the middle. That worked out even better for them. It gives him an angle to play up the table so he can take the red into the middle. And once he takes a red in the middle, he's got a shot to nothing where he's automatically on the black. So red in this, no, he didn't go far enough. It's just a wee bit of thought there would have just brought him on through. And to be honest with you, they had the game in their hands. Now, even if he takes this bottom red, how we get the next one's going to be trouble. And if they bring the white up the table, well, fancy the McVarries together. The boys had a brilliant chance there just to think about it. If they would have come on past that yellow, the game was over. This is the problem. That's why they needed rid of that red before they took that shot on. I would say if Kieran had an opinion, he'd be crossing this red. Certainly no point trying to go to the top pocket because it's a sure enough. So that was the third to happen, as I called it. Just muted it there. A couple of boys want to make themselves famous. So he pots this yellow, and I think it's lights out, and Dan's have it tonight. Can't say that Cruppen didn't have a chance. And this is probably the easiest black Jimmy had in a long time to win it for them tonight. And that's it all over, boys. That's it all over. That end of it. The seventh game, that's who it would have been, but is there any point? Looks like great finish by now. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's your fixtures for tomorrow night, guys. See all your fixtures. They're playing on here, but So, guys, I'm gonna turn off very shortly now. I have to get home. Pool to play tomorrow night. I have to look for a lift in the road. A couple of boys in the corner want to be stars and want to come over here and join in. So anyway, I hope if you were bored tonight, you get enjoying it and watching it. And thanks very much for looking in. It'll be available tomorrow anyway, so all the dance boys can get up and look back over themselves and show the girlfriends and wives how good they were and tell nobody if they lost. As for Quarter Bar, well, they had a lot of missed chances there tonight and definitely were in games. So I hope you enjoyed the crack and you weren't too bored. So I'll turn over if you want and you can watch D. Kearney's game if you want it. Damien Kearney versus Barry McAllister from Quarter Bar. Dans have already won 5-1. Was actually 6-1, but we all know once it's over, it's a different game. Have to say all the boys from Dan from Quarter Bar are all still here too. So, Damien, just hurry up here. I could go and order my taxi.